Hello, Fang Gang! Hope everyone is having a fantastic Thursday and now Friday. Today, we are continuing to play more Gundog. Store some Soul to Gundog, even. Let us load it up. Let's see here. Ooh. There was a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 update today that finally added the barber. Ooh. It's been a few weeks since I played that. I'm going to get back into it. I am 89.5 hours into Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I feel like I'm about half to 2/3 through the game so far. That's pretty good value. Anyways, Storage from Soul to Gundog. Us. Hippity hoppity over. I'm having a great day. I vibrated my way through work today because I was super hyper and had only one brain cell. I didn't even have a second one to rub against. It is all good. I was just sitting there stuck, unable to do anything for about 6 hours. Because after 2 hours, I had nothing left to do on a Thursday. Last time we met up with her girlfriend to realize that, damn, she actually lives like this. And we recognized we basically ascended. So we started off as Lieutenant Quattro, trying to channel some Char energy into this Gundam game. Then we realized that we're a red shirt now, so we're basically Worf. So like, alright, we're ship security. And then last night we realized that we're now basically the ship's counselor. We're now Troy. Because we're the only one with the presence of mind to recognize that our girlfriend is actually going through something. Like, Cassie is not okay. She needs a therapist, a chaplain, anyone, anything, but she's stuck with us. And we are not. I listen to my intrusive thoughts way too often to be the voice of reason to her. So we're gonna have to do the best we can, which is probably better than Troy ever did, if we're being honest. That's Star Trek: The Next Generation. I don't know if Zoomers are younger. What do you call kids that are younger than Zoomers? Alpha? Is that what they're calling them? That's dumb. That's dumb. They're just kids. Anyways, that's Star Trek TNG. That's what Troy is from. Counselor Troy. Anyways, from here, we go to crew quarters 2. What's our task? With Cassandra leading the way, the two of you leave Cassandra's quarters behind you, and you step into crew quarters 2. Cassandra pauses for a moment, looking left and right, before turning back to face you with a smile on her face. Well, that's it, Power Alliance. Consider yourself officially acquainted with all there is to be acquainted with on board the one and only JFS Gundog. Still one of the most kick-ass names for a sci-fi ship I've ever heard. Also, does she want to be saying that right now when we're leaving her stateroom? Bit awkward timing. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed meeting everyone. Almost everyone. We're still missing 1 or 2 people, aren't we? I did! It's probably up there in my top 5 ship orientations. Top 5? Yeah. It's at least top 10. Top 3. Maybe a triple shift to start your time aboard the Gundog is more to your taste. Oh, come on. Don't pull rank on us. Come on, honey bunny. Well, that did happen to me on board the Thunderbolt, so if that didn't happen, I guess it'd definitely be my favorite orientation ever. The fuck do we do to piss people off on the Thunderbolt? What a coincidence! It looks like your schedule's clear until tomorrow morning. In that case, 5 stars, great tour, especially the guide. Aw, she happy. She big happy. So now that the tour's over, your duties don't formally begin until tomorrow. Wait, we're the only security officer on the ship and we've departed port. So, our duties should begin, like, immediately, right? Like... like, we're it. Like... Yeah. If you want, we can take another look at anywhere on the ship, or if you want to call it a day, that's cool too. I think I'll keep looking around. I want to find some trouble. I think I'll take another look around. It's best if I'm completely up to speed on everything there is to know about the ship before I start my duties. Excuse me. I had some sweet and sour chicken for lunch and dinner today. That's not sitting right. Roger that, Lieutenant. Let's go. But when you decide that you've got everything figured out, it's probably best to head back to your quarters. You've got a big day ahead of you. Where can we go? Miss Lord. Oh. Do we have anything on tasks? Return. Checking if there's, like, anything we missed, possibly. Do these blinky lights mean that there's something there for me? Let's check mess hall again. Yeah, I want to go to mess hall. Let's use... Cassie, shall we get some chips or something? Maybe... But we just... Okay, I wanted to stuff chocolate into her face, but I guess we can't. In that case, let us... Check my theory out that the blinky lights mean anything real fast. Hello? Anything? I don't see anything new in here. Use. I can't be 100% certain that the chief was joking when she offered me that one-way trip out of the airlock. I'll leave it alone. Ooh. In that case, we're going to the hangar. Hangar... Airlock... Hangar. On the Chinook ship. Let's hop on in. What? Ugh! Even think... Oh my god. We're such a big baby. Come on. Get in there, boy. Get in there. Aww. We're too traumatized by our mecha's seatbelt being stuck. Big baby. Okay. I guess there's nothing new, so let's head back to our stateroom. Anything in our quarters? Corridor. Rumney. Oh yeah, that's the Rizless Wonder. Was it Haru Rumney? Was that her name? The Rizless Wonder, that's what she is now. Maybe security? No. Is that Dalton's? I don't know. Is that... okay, in our room. So, now that the tour's over, your duties don't formally begin until tomorrow. You understood that. If you want me to take another look at anywhere on the ship, no. We're gonna call it a night. Call it a day, even. I think that's enough for now. I should probably go over the mission logs before tomorrow and get an early night. I know the captain seems pretty relaxed, but I don't want to make a habit of late starts, unlike someone else in my presence. So, responsible. You know what? That actually reminds me of work. This is going to be a quick tangent. For like 2 to 3 years, I would get to work like... Because I have an obscenely long commute, over an hour. So I would ensure I was never late by getting to work obscenely early. Because I'm responsible. But then it got taken advantage of. And now I arrive precisely on time, and everyone else can deal if I'm a few minutes late. So, don't fuck with the responsible people, because there's no chill if you take advantage of it. So responsible! I've got the late shift tonight, so maybe I'll get a nap in too. Okay, I'll see you soon then. Well, look who it is! The Kalite Coward. Is this Mr. Cruz? You don't even need to look beyond Cassandra to know who's standing at the entrance to the corridor. Although you'd recognize the mocking tone anywhere, the real giveaway is the nickname, one you thought you'd escape a long time ago. Hanson Cruz, as you knew him, Kalike 3, of the members of the Kalike Squadron who'd taken part in the battle, he'd been the only one to return. Even then, that had only been after the ceasefire had been signed, a full 13 hours after he'd launched. From what you'd heard from the other crew members, he survived by playing a game of cat and mouse with the enemy forces in a debris field. By shutting down the majority of his systems and hiding amongst the wreckage, he'd been able to launch surprise attacks, taking down his pursuers one by one. Alright, he's solid. When he came back to the Kalike and saw your armored frame still suspended from its restraints, he had instantly blamed you for the squad being wiped out. Okay, so he's not alright. So he's just a dipshit. If you had taken off when you were supposed to, he argued, the squadron would have been at full strength, enough to survive the surprise attack. I mean, it's no amount of technical data arguing that it had been physically impossible for you to launch would change his mind. Yeah, he's just a dipshit. There's no reason to worry about a hater like this. He's irrational. Nothing you can say will ever change his mind. There's no point in wasting your time trying to. The destruction of the Kalike Squadron was on your hands. The worst bit was that you weren't entirely sure he was wrong. No, I'm 100% sure he is wrong. I am 100% confident that Mr. Cruz here is entirely wrong. No problem, Granton. Also, hey, hope you're having a good night. Oh god, it's the Roseless Wonder. What's up, Lieutenant Powerlines? You're not thinking of finishing your first day without meeting an old friend, right? How are you, bitch? What is that look? What's with his mouth? What's that expression? Is that like supposed to be a grin or... I have to look away. His mouth is doing something weird. I'm not sure what it is. When Haru came and told me that some lieutenant called Powerlines Quattro was their new security officer, I had to come and take a look. No way could it be that wimp from way back on the Kalike. He had to have been dishonorably discharged for dereliction of duty. But I guess the JCF is so desperate that they'll hang on to anybody, no matter how much of a screw-up they are. How'd you end up here, Quattro? Wow, this guy is just determined to make the biggest ass of himself possible. They decided he couldn't handle a full-size ship, so I had to put you with the smallest crew they could find. Isn't he self-reporting on himself there? You instinctively make your hands into fists, but unclench them quickly before Hansen notices. You haven't been stationed on the same ship as him since the Kalike, but you ran into him a few times on board the colonies whilst you were both on shore leave. That's awkward. Each time had ended badly. There's nothing to say to him. He's an irrational hater. There's nothing you can say that'll change his mind. And saying anything will just encourage it. So say nothing. I mean... yeah, we could pull authority, but that will only prove his point that we're a coward. And we could push back, but that'll only feed him by telling him that he's hitting buttons and will encourage it. So yeah, just say nothing. He's a dipshit. You almost lash out at Hansen, but stop yourself before you do. The two of you are on this ship together, whether you like it or not. And the last thing you want is to let him know that he can get a rise out of you so easily. You fight the urge to just draw your electroshock weapon here and now. That shouldn't even be an urge. If that's an urge, we should not be the security officer. Which I guess it checks out that we're Troy on this stream, aren't we? Instead of Worf. It'd be easy to put an end to this that way, you think? But you know, then the long term, it'd probably be the worst decision. Yeah, that's pretty up there on worst decisions. I mean, it's a non-lethal weapon, but yeah, that's up there. Instead, you grit your teeth and say nothing. What's the matter, Lieutenant? Nothing to say for yourself? Or are you trying to dodge a fight? I guess that's what you do best, right? See what I was saying, Haru? Lieutenant here is a coward, and has been since day one. Won't fight, won't even stand up for himself. Uh-huh. Ensign Cruz... Cassie, don't make this worse. Please, Cassie. You stop this right now! Lieutenant Quattro is... Aha! Can't stand up for yourself, so getting this ditz to do it for you, is it, Lieutenant? Isn't he an ensign? I don't think he wants to address a lieutenant commander that way. Like, that, you don't do that. You don't. Cruz! You stop this right now and apologize or order Lieutenant Quattro to throw you into solitary and write you up myself. That's... Cassie, you're not helping. You're welcome to try, Lieutenant Commander, but I don't think your security officers got it in to even try. You think you can take me on, Quattro? Show him you mean business. We don't need to flex on him. He's a dipshit. He means nothing to me. Remind Hansen that orders are orders. No, that's... Maybe. Go strong and silent? Cassie's making this worse. Staying silent may not be the move. Maybe backing up Cassie will get her to calm down and de-escalate. I don't know, this is 50-50. Because now the issue is not Cruz, but Cassie. Yeah, like I said earlier, that was basically a self-report he did when he was saying that we couldn't handle a big ship. So it's kind of Cruz's a self-report that there's a reason he's on the Gundog too. I don't want to feed Cassie either. So I'll stay strong and silent to feed neither of them. Ooh, this is 50-50. Yeah, we'll keep it silent. There's no reason to feed this situation. Let's stay silent, try and de-escalate it, because we don't have a clear de-escalation option. Doing the best you can to stop yourself from snapping at Hansen and give him the reaction he wants. You cross both your arms and plant your feet firmly, shoulder width apart. You meet his eyes with a matter-of-fact stare, hoping he takes this to mean that you're not going to stoop to his level. Oh, very scary, Lieutenant. Very tough. What? Hoping to put myself in the naughty corner, is it? Nice try. Hansen, Mr. Cruz here is, he's not gonna have... There's a reason he's still a, what is it? A career ensign? Hansen steps past Cassie and right up to you. With his face inches from yours, he places his right fist into his left hand and cracks his knuckles. It's an achievement to stun gun him. Nah, that ain't me. He's not worth it. Like I said, he's an irrational hater. There's nothing you can say to him that'll matters, because you can't change his mind. It's irrational. There's no point even wasting your breath on a hater like him. He's so close he can feel his breath on her face as he sneers at you. What's the matter, Lieutenant? Nothing to say? Why don't you show me how tough you can be? Come on then, Lieutenant. What's it gonna be? You going to show me who's boss on board this ship? You going to make me obey that order? You want to think long and hard about what you're going to do, Lieutenant? Never know when you're going to need a friend like me. You're not a friend, you're a hater. I don't care about you. If we need a pilot, I'll stoop down to Haru, the restless wonder over there. In fact, you're just making an ass in front of your wingmate here. So, fuck, whatever, man. I mean, we're all crewmates here, right? I'm not heartless. I'll even help losers like you out if you've done me a solid or two. So maybe you should act like a professional for once. He's got some mad projection going. Or are you going to do something stupid and show the Lieutenant Commander that you're just as much of a screw-up as she is? He has no self-awareness at all. Holy shit. How has he not just, like, had a mid-air accident, blew his own self up at this point, because he has no SA. You take a deep breath in. Nothing. He's got nothing on us. He has literally nothing on us. We have no reason to engage him. With Hansen's breath hot on your face, you do everything you can to not bat an eye at that last comment. As much as you'd like to put 50,000 bolts through him for insubordination and insulting a senior officer, you know that would be letting him win. Not even that, it wouldn't be letting him win. It'd be letting him make us lose. He's not winning here. There's no win condition for Cruz here. Haru unironically thinks Cruz is cool. For real? Well, look, there's a reason I'm calling Haru the Risless Wonder. Because that girl, she's just built different. And by different, I mean wrong. Instead, you glare into the ensign. Seriously, this dude is a career ensign. He's on like year 4 or 5 of his career and he's still an ensign. With a combat record? Like, Cruz is pathetic, man. Instead, you glare into the ensign's eyes for a few more seconds before shrugging and sidestepping him, walking back to Cassie. Lieutenant Commander, thanks for the orientation. I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck with tonight's duty. Oh yes, you're welcome, Lieutenant. If there's anything else, let me know. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. That was a good... Okay, we de-escalated, including Cassie. Okay, so that was successful. As you're saying goodbye to Cassie, you hear a scoff from behind you, and Hansen places his hand on your shoulder. Don't walk away from me, Quattro. You quickly bat his hand off as you turn to face him. Ensign, I've not formally started my duties yet, so frankly, I'm not dealing with you right now. If you want to do this again tomorrow when I'm on the clock, be my guest. Ah. God. What a career ensign. You give Cassie a nod, she turns and walks away. Hansen turns from you to her, then back to you as you step over to your quarters door. You enter your passcode into the panel, and once it opens, you turn back to him. Oh, Ensign Cruz. Piss off. That's in order. I mean, that was pretty lame, but he deserves a zero-effort response after all that, honestly. That's about as much as he deserves. The door slides shut behind you and you wait by it for a moment, expecting to hear Hansen banging on it, demanding that you come back out there. After a few moments, you exhale and relax, letting your shoulders fall from your jaw. Letting your shoulders fall and your jaw unclench. You walk away from the door and over to your bunk. You sit on the edge, resting your elbows on your knees and your head in your hands. Are we going fetal? Why are we going fetal? Going over what just happened in your mind, you think that just walking away was the best thing you could have done. I mean, not engaging in the first place. Well, under the circumstances, yeah, that went as well as it can with an irrational hater like that. It would have been better if Cassie didn't make it worse, but it is what it is. But the knowledge that you're stuck on the same ship as Hansen goes nowhere. It is what it is. He's just a crew member. Just a shipmate. You stay that way for a few minutes, continuously going over the events, until you notice that your terminal screen has flashed to life. You stand up and make your way over to see that you've received mail. You enter your passcode to see that's from Cassandra. To Lieutenant Powerlines Quattro. From Lieutenant Commander Cassandra Quinn. Subject, That's so Cassie. What an absolute beep. I can't believe the way he acted. I know that I didn't like him before, but I didn't think it was such a beep. He is helping the chief clean out the organic processing system filters for the next month. Ugh. The beeping reminds me that I had a really intrusive thought today. I was setting up a smoke detector chirp alarm on my OBS. And it just occurred to me, it would have been really useful to have that for when I was beeping. Don't let what he said get to you. We didn't. He's a beep, and you're great. Oh, thanks, dear. See you in the morning, Cassie. XO. Is she the XO of the ship? I mean, that's hugs and kisses, but who's the XO of the ship? I don't remember what rank Lord was, but I would think someone would rank Commander to be the XO. So Logically, it's either Cassandra as Lieutenant Commander or Lord if she's Commander. Maybe Lord if she's also Lieutenant Commander. I don't remember what her rank is. You sit down in the chair by your terminal and swivel it to and fro as you go over the email. With a slight smile forming, you write a short response. Ceiling bird. It also occurs to me that if I ever start streaming on Twitch, I can either do a redeem for the chirp demon or make it my sub or donation sound. I want to do something with smoke detector sounds. You guys may have noticed the poll I put up today. That was a self-report for me that... So I've never changed smoke alarm batteries because I always break the fucking things from having to get needle nose pliers to pry the goddamn double A's out. So I've never actually replaced the batteries. I just accidentally break the smoke detector every single time. So I don't have a smoke detector. And I didn't find out, I didn't know 9-volt smoke detectors were a thing until today when I was talking to friends about it. I had no idea. I've been stuck in the 80s or the 90s with AA smoke detectors like a caveman. And in the meantime, they made spring-loaded little smoke detectors that have convenient little buttons to pop out the damn 9-volt batteries they now have in there. Anyways, that was my rant about smoke detectors. You sit down in the chair. Oh, yeah. Once you send it, you lean back in your chair, staring at the ceiling for a moment, mulling over Cassie's words from earlier. Which ones? She speaks a lot. Bit of a yapper, as well as a snacker. I've got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. Not really. I mean, we're just Worf. We're just gonna walk around, right? It's a small ship. There's only so many steps to get in. I guess we'll see. April 23rd, planetary calendar 214. 4 days have passed since the JFS Gundog departed on its mission to rendezvous with the JFS O'Brien. In that time, her crew, including Lieutenant Powerlance Quattro, have fallen into the easy rhythm of life aboard the ship. Even as the Gundog enters the outer limits of Jovian space and is due to meet the O'Brien, there is little for the crew to do, and a general sense of routine permeates the atmosphere. Outer Jovian space, aboard the Jovian patrol ship, JFS Gundog. Does that mean, the outer area of the gravity well around Jupiter? Or is this, including other parts of the solar system? I want a map. I like maps. You're just finishing the last of your coffee as a shrill series of electronic pips begin sounding from your wristwatch. Oh no. My wristwatch has the sound effects of a smoke detector chirping. Without looking to check the time, you turn off the alarm and rise from your seat, knocking back the last of your drink once you've stood up, then taking the empty cup back to the food vendor. It's easy to lose track of time on board a military ship, where the light is kept at a constant level, so you rely on a series of alarms you've programmed. You know that this one means your shift is due to start in a few minutes, giving you time to finish whatever you may be doing. You place the cup back into the vendor, where the machine latches onto it and then retracts it into a space that is quickly sealed by a sliding panel. Neat. As the sound of muffled whirring begins, you turn back to face the empty mess hall. Time to carry out the day's security checks. Then, let's see, I need to stop by fire control, the hangar, and engineering to check that everything's going as it should. Okay. Let's see. Might be nice to get something for later. What should I do? Buy a chocolate bar. I know what I'm doing. We have to fuel our snacking, the snacker in chief. Let's see, a silent voice bar or a Dugan Krills. Okay, let's go with a silent voice. Interesting brand name. Can we get another one? I've already got a silent voice or anything else. I just had breakfast, so it's a bit early for lunch. This thing does surprisingly good plant protein, bacon, and eggs. That sounds alright. To Foreside. Let's go to the hangar first. Or is anyone here? No one here. Okay. Move to... Wait. Use. Door. Now's a good time as any to check out the hangar. Yes. Alright, the hangar. Let's see. Although you take the first few stairs normally, by the time you reach the hangar entrance, you're skipping almost every step. Excuse me. Gliding through the door onto the catwalk, you grab the railing and heave yourself over it, as you continue to float lazily through the wide open space of the hangar. You take a sip of tea, and you start your visual checks. Walkway is clear, access points marked, ammunition stowed, all equipment and supplies seem to be where they should be. You casually shift your weight to one side of your body, causing you to begin spinning slowly. As you rotate, the glare from the hangar lights reflects off an armored frame's camera lens, almost as if it was watching you. Quickly dismissing the thought, you turn your attention back to your duties. Eventually, you arrive at the other end of the hangar, where you plant your feet on the thick steel of the main door. From this angle, you can take in everything that you may have missed, including Dalton, who you can see amongst the storage units, his attention fixed intently on collecting parts in front of him. Cadet Dalton, attention! The junior engineer suddenly snaps to attention at the second he hears your call, inadvertently launching the pair of pliers he was holding out into open space of the hangar. Without gravity to stop them, they continue to sail through the air. At ease, cadet! You time your launch from the door exactly to allow yourself to grab the pliers as you float over to the startled cadet. I believe these are yours, cadet. Space cadet, even. Sir, thank you. I didn't realize you were. Relax, Dalton. I'm just doing my rounds. I'm not here to check up on you. Then why do we call him to attention? Okay, cool, yeah. Is there anything I can help you with? Just the usual. Everything okay in here? You haven't noticed any mechanical failures? Everything working how it should? Any suspicious activity? Nothing to report, sir. I've just been working on my project. Which one? Yeah, 2 of them. Ever since Lieutenant Commander Quinn assigned Ensign Cruz to the filter cleaning, it's given me a bit of extra time to finish things up. Ensign. Dude, brother doesn't even get his rank capitalized? God, Cruz is a screw-up. Oh yeah, that's our high-density foam that sets rock hard, right? How's that going? That's right. It's good. It's good. I'm hoping to get the chance to test it soon. These containers are full of the compound. I'm just about to try transferring it into some empty training rounds. You know, the ones normally filled with paint. The ones that our armor frame pilots use in practice combat to show when they've hit each other. The compound's stored under pressure, where it remains a liquid. When removed from that pressure, it expands quickly and with the rapid expansion it sets. If I got this right, then we can test it by firing the practice rounds at dummy targets. When the casing is destroyed, the compound should activate. Good news! Well, if there's nothing I need to know, I'll head out. Let me know if you see anything out of place. Yes, sir! Aye, aye. I will. Honestly, the Gundog's crew should probably be double or triple shifts. Yeah, I mean, they're only a 10 crew. Even for a small ship, it's weird. Like I was saying earlier, like, we're the only security officer. So I was surprised that our shift didn't start immediately. Like, the second we were aboard. So, it's a thing. Although, I was wondering... what type of tea I have? It's green tea, with a bit of honey. What's up, cadet? It's nothing, don't worry about it. That means something's wrong. What? If you're sure, cadet. Alright. Let's try again. Dalton, what were... Yeah! Slow down, cadet, it's me. Again. Sorry, sir, I didn't realize you were still here. I have that effect on people. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you got something on your mind? What were you going to ask? Oh, it's nothing, sir. Don't worry about me. Come on, Dalton. It's not exactly like I'm rushed off my feet doing the security rounds. What's up? Well, if you're sure... What? The chief sent a message that she wants me to head over to engineering to carry out a job. But I'm right at a critical part of the process to decant the compound into the training rounds. If I stop now, I'll have to stow all my equipment, so I'll be late anyway. I won't have any time, and then it'll be... Dalton has Gad. Oh, gotcha. Okay, slow down. What do you need me to do? Just need a bit more time. Chief's got something she wants me to do. If I stop now, I don't know when I'll get another chance. Is there any way you could cover for me? Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I love talking to the chief engineer. Let's go. Let's fucking go right now. Hell yeah. Dude, we will absolutely chat up Chief Mommy Muscles. Goddamn right we will. Say no more. We will take care of Chief Mommy Muscles. Hell yeah. Yeah, I am more than sure. He had me convinced at Chief. Don't even worry about it. It's something I can help with, and I'll lend a hand. Even if I can't, well, I'll cover for you. Don't sweat it. Thank you, sir. With the extra time, I should be able to get these rounds ready for the testing before the next AF drills. Thank you. No problem. Now get back to it. If the chief thinks you've slacked off for nothing, then you'll know about it. Thank you, sir. I'll get right on it. I like his gloves. He has cute white gloves. This model Juno has a simulation mode installed into the main computer. If I wanted, I could spend some time in there and... Who am I kidding? Who are we kidding? I mean, we could, but we'd have to go through the pilots for that, and we're not on talking terms with them, so... It is what it is. Remarkable for being... 2 Juno model armored frames. Remarkable for being totally unremarkable. These two have some slight differences to the ones that were around the war, but they're basically the same machine. Okay, anything new? Yeah, nothing new. 2 Central Hub. We are beelining. We are hustling to the aft thoroughfare. 2. Is anyone here? No one here right now. Yeah. 2 the engineering. Lieutenant Paralance Quattro entering main engineering. You declare to the cavernous expanse of machinery and accessways that make up the engineering section. You'd been instructed to announce your arrival by the chief, and since the last time you didn't, she nearly dropped a filtration unit on you to prove a point you made sure not to forget. See, she's proven she cares about us. Accessways clear, no visible detritus, nothing seems to be malfunctioning. You stop midway through your visual checks. For a sip of tea. And no one's throwing heavy machinery off the higher levels to teach me a lesson in proper conduct. It doesn't take long for you to finish your daily checklist. The chief runs such a tight ship that you don't really expect anything less. Now that you think about it, though, she hasn't given you your daily grilling about how insulting it is that you think these daily checks are necessary in the first place. Chief, you here? Up here, Lieutenant. Wow. Where's up here? Chief, you around? Damn it, Lieutenant. I'm up here. Where's here? Gamers, don't look up. Where's here? That's weird. It's not like the chief to not be at her assigned duty station. I'll have to tell the captain. We got her. Damn it, Lieutenant, I'm up here. Look up, you idiot. Looking up, you see the chief engineer leaning dangerously across the safety rail of a walkway a few levels above you. Behind her is a massive cabling that's pouring out of an open panel above her. Oh, Chief! Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. I like her gloves. She has the cute white gloves, too. Good morning yourself. I've been calling back to you this whole time. You forget to clean out your ears or something? Maybe. Sorry, Chief. It's pretty loud in here. Nothing in here is running above a safe decibel limit. And if you tell me otherwise, I'll come down there and recalibrate your ears. Don't threaten me with a good time. You quickly, mentally calculate the time it would take for her to get down to where you are and the time you need to get out of engineering. Although you fancy your chances, you wouldn't bet money or your ears on it. Must be me then. Anyway, I'm just filling out the daily report, Chief. What's going on up there? One of those clowns at the colony dock who took part in the maintenance process must have done something stupid to the long-range communication system. For the past 12 hours, We've been picking up huge amounts of feedback. Must have made a bad connection, but I can't find it in all this shoddy wiring. Are you sure there's nothing out here that could be sending a signal? A broadcast from the O'Brien? One of our reconnaissance satellites? No chance! This feedback is way too intense. Even a standard broadcast shouldn't produce this much noise. We're being jammed. We're being jammed. This isn't a fault. We're being jammed. Unless maybe they calibrated the long-range system on the shortwave bands. In that case, the sensitivity would be off, so it would. Chief? Huh? Oh yeah, like I was saying, there's nothing around here that should be kicking out a signal with this kind of capacity. It's like it's picking up something with an amplitude and frequency 10 times higher than our standard equipment, because we're being jammed. Uh-huh. Which could be the result of a processor loop. Maybe I should check out the initial conversion driver next. Okay, well in that case, Chief, I'm going to let the captain know, okay? Huh? I'll put that in my report for the captain, alright? Oh yeah, sure. I was going to let her know when I had fixed it, but those dolts have done a real number on this, so it's gonna be longer than I thought. Alright, thanks for the heads up. Oh yeah, we have to keep her busy. Oh, Chief, one more thing. Huh? Are the issues with the long-range communication system going to interfere with the standard maintenance? Do I need to follow up with operations to get you some support? Depends how badly these idiots back at Europa have fouled things up. Normally, something like this should be a quick wiring fix, but I can't trace back the fault. Although maybe the problem isn't with the wiring around the receiver. They could have missing a comma there. They could have crossed wires on the broadcast hardware. Yes or no, Chief? Oh no, today's scheduled maintenance is pretty light, so Dolan should be able to take care of it. He's not scheduled to report to me until later, though. When you go to the hangar, tell him to pack up his project and get over here on the double. You hear? About that. Actually, Chief, now that you mention it... Huh? Dalton said he's a little busy with this project at the moment, and that stopping would throw the whole thing off. So I said I'd cover for some of the maintenance tasks. Oh, he did, huh? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. Yes, Chief. Aye, aye. And you said you'd cover. Oh, yes. We will cover you for him. Gladly. Yes, Chief. That's right. Work quick, learner. Put us in the game, coach. Ellipses. More ellipses. As the silence between you and the Chief drags on, you begin to regret offering to do Dalton a favor. I'm not regretting. Now that you think about it, what exactly do you know about maintenance? Not only is the Chief going to give Dalton grief for passing off his workload, you're going to get it in the neck for... Well, if he says he's at an important stage in his work, I'm not going to drag him away. See, she's reasonable. Kid's been slaving over that project night and day. Got to admire his love for the craft. See, Chief knows her stuff. I had faith in her. Have faith in Chief. You let yourself relax. Thankfully, it looks like the Chief's got something of a soft side after all. Now I'll be able to pick things up here, but I've got one of his jobs that you can do for me. What do you need? The Chief turns away from you and squats down, rummaging around in her tool pack for something. The batteries in the emergency spacesuit radio packs and the airlock are due for replacement. Take these and switch them out for the old ones, okay? She casually tosses 2 battery packs towards you, which you just about catch, surprised by their heft. You got the charged batteries. Neat. Roger that, Chief. Once you've got the old ones, bring them back here and plug them into the power distribution module. After that, you're free to go. Swap out batteries and return them. Got it. Chief is best lady. We love Chief in this house. Sorry, Cassie, but we love Chief. What can we say? We're a mama's boy. Aft. To central. To airlock. Use Wait, do we need item? Item. Use? Use? Alright, let's see. Chief said it was the batteries in the suit radios that needed changing. Firmly grabbing the locking mechanism's handle on the suit's container, he twists it 90 degrees clockwise, then pull. The door offers more resistance than you'd expect, but once fully opened, it remains in place. Reaching inside the container, you hold your left hand against the suit's rigid breast panel and grab the large black block of plastic that protrudes from the panel's left side. With a tug, the block pulls away, trailing a curling cable that keeps it connected to the suit. As you pull away from the suit, you flip the radio over to examine it. The bottom half of the device consists of a pistol grip with a secondary microphone and speaker, allowing it to be used separately from the suit. Your thumb rests comfortably on the push-to-talk button. The top half of the unit's underside has a backlit LCD screen showing the current frequency it's tuned to and battery level. Below the screen sit a few ambiguous buttons. We should probably know what those buttons do. To its side is that's basic training, wouldn't it be? To its side is the dial for tuning and a power switch. Whilst this unit holds the main workings of the radio's receiver and transceiver, the wire that still anchors it to the suit connects it to the small microphone and speaker inside the helmet. Do we really need all this detail for a suit radio? Flipping the whole unit around to look at it. Is it going to give us a diagram of the fucking radio next? Jesus Christ. You see a small latch set into the recess, which you pull down on your thumb, releasing the cover and letting the old battery slide out into your palm. Old battery out. And now for 10 more pages describing putting the new battery in. You remember to yourself as you take it in your spare hands before sliding it into the opposite pocket from the fresh batteries. You got the depleted batteries. Yay. And now to put in the new batteries. Yay. New battery in. With the battery placed, you reattach the compartment cover, which snaps back into place. Once you set the radio onto its mount in the suit's breast panel, you step back, close the suit's container door, and twist the locking mechanism 90 degrees counterclockwise. She's only 5-10 years older than PC? Yeah, that's about what she looks like. Like, I mean, there's no accounting for space radiation aging people like Cassie, but... but yeah. With one down, you move to the other storage unit and repeat the process of unlocking the container, taking the... Come on, we got it. Great, all done. Let's get these back to the charging and engineering. You know, we're going to use the map this time. Map to... Core? Engineering. Wait. Yes. Is this the power unit? Alright, here we go. Oh, wait. These. You take each battery that you'd removed from the suit's radio and place them in the charging ports on the side of the power distribution module. See, I remembered what it was. I can remember things. They slide in and lock in place with a satisfying clunk, and a red light above shows above port. And the red light above the port lights up with an amber glow. Great! A job well done. Yay, we did a fetch quest. Yeah. Chief. Lieutenant, have you sorted out those batteries yet? Aye, aye, ma'am. Yes, Chief, all sorted. Good. We're not as useless as... She likes us. She's giving us compliments. She likes us. Yeah. Thanks, Chief. I guess we know. We don't guess, we know. What's in the engines? Let's peek. No one here right now. Move to engineering. Any last words for us, Chief? Lieutenant! Okay, nothing new. What's next? Wait, no. Tasks? Oh, we need to go back to Dalton. Okay. Let's see what's on the way there. Aft. We're making good time. What's in the armory? Anything new in the armory? No one here? No one but us. Yeah, no one here. Aft. The central? Sick. Wait, what's up with the dock? Lieutenant Quattro, can I help you? No, thank you, Doctor. I'm just stopping by. For what purpose? You seem like you need a friend, honestly. We're Councilor Troy now. What's up? If I can't help you, then I would have to assume you're here for some other alternative purpose. Did you intend to make small talk? Yes. Well, yeah, we did. To pick up more nutritional shakes for Miss Quinn? If she needs them. I don't think dating her would even be hag. No. No, Chief is not even close to hag maxing. I think she, at most, looks late 20s. On the captain's orders? No, look, as part of your routine checks. Yes, just, doing the routine checks. Checking in on you. Everything okay in here, Doctor? Yes, don't let me keep you, Lieutenant. You're clearly very busy. Dude, I feel so bad for Dr. Rosarian. He tries his hardest to socialize with people, despite his eccentricities. He's trying his hardest, and we can't even meet him halfway. Come on, man. Let's throw him a bone. Let's make some small talk with him. He sounds cool. Great, thanks. I'll just be continuing to be the problem. Bye. Yep, I earned those ellipses. Let's try again. Since I don't really have anything to say, good doctor, I think it's best to try to strike up another... We didn't try once! Man, I feel so bad for Dr. Rosarium. We'll go to the bridge later. Foreside. Back to hangar to... I gotta start using use on the doors. Dalton. As you re-enter the hangar. Some characters don't get a lot of love. Yeah, I honestly feel the same way that, like, I'm actually kind of worried about Cassie. Like, I'm worried about Dr. Rosarium. Like, dude's trying his best, legit, despite being socially awkward, to be sociable. And people just can't meet him. As you enter the hangar and pause for a moment by the railings, you can see Dalton in the centre of the area next to a wide open container. The container itself is crammed full of interconnecting pipes, tanks, and various other bits and pieces of inscrutable technology. You watch as he adjusts some valves and then retrieves a cylindrical object the size of a thermos from a recess in the device. As he holds it up to the light, you catch his eye. He excitedly turns to face you and immediately launches himself at you. Ah. Dalton jump scare. Lieutenant, great timing, look at this. What is? Slow down, Space Cadet. You grab hold of his sleeve to stop him from sailing past you and crashing into the wall by the entrance. Bracing yourself on the railing, you counteract his momentum and bring him down onto the catwalk. Good news? Great news, check this out. That's a bullet. Some might even call it a shell. Dalton proudly presents the object he'd been inspecting earlier. Although at first glance it looks like a standard 40mm round from one of the Juno's machine guns, the plastic casing gives it away as the training round that would typically be filled with paint. This feels a lot heavier than normal though, suggesting different contents. Honestly, 40mm... Considering how tall the armored frames are, 40mm seems kind of small. For the scale of the armored frames? I don't know. I mean, I guess when you're in space... Well, they said there's, like, energy shields earlier, right? I don't know. 40mm just seems small for the scale of the big robots. Oh, hey, good job. You did it, huh? That's right. I've got the pressure right and figured out the volume of sealant for each round. I even managed to get the training rounds to seal properly afterwards, so there's no risk of spillage. A round like this should be able to immobilize any joint on an armored frame with ease. Okay, go prove it. Eh. That's great to hear, Space Cadet. Well done. Thank you, sir. Do you think those collars, like, snap together to, like, form a seal for a helmet? I wonder if that's what they do. Thank you, sir. Couldn't have gotten done so quickly without your help. Or you could have just talked to your boss. She's pretty reasonable. Everything okay with the chief? We just had to replace the battery. Yeah, just had to replace some batteries. That's all? That's all. She genuinely seemed like she thought it'd be best to carry on with your projects. Because she's very reasonable. That sounds exactly like Chief, because she's very reasonable. Hey, come on. I'm sure she can be alright. All the time. I'm sure she was going light on us because she knew what you're doing was important. Or maybe she's just saving all my jobs from today for tomorrow's shift and want me to work double time. That's a skill issue on your part. For machine gun autocannon that you're shooting at people, but these are for armored frames shooting at each other. I don't know, it just seems weird to me. I mean, I'm not a gun, I have guns, but I'm not a gun person, so I'm just talking out my ass. Easy there, cadet. I don't think she's that bad. Maybe. Gotta keep him on his toes. Don't sweat it, Dalton. You'll be fine. You did well today anyway. Now finish up producing all the rounds we'll need for testing, and then get this hangar ship shape. You know the Chief likes it clear. Aye, aye, sir. Alright, I should go and give my report. Take it easy, cadet. Aye, aye, sir. Oh, Lieutenant. Space Cadet. Thanks again. I don't know when I'd have gotten a proper chance to do this without your help. You're welcome. Your mouth looks a little weird. You might want to get checked out. Hey, Petra. Game full of dialogue throughout the playthrough. Yep, this is a visual novel. It's a mecha visual novel. It's called Stories from Soul the Gundog. It's like Gundam. A lot of the size could be heat dissipation. Maybe. Anytime, cadet. Okay, we did that. Back to Foresight. We need to go to fire control next. So we may as well do that. You still feel a little bit awkward checking on fire control as part of the security report. Although Dylan is always friendly enough, you can't help but feel like you're intruding on his personal sanctuary. I don't. It's part of the public area of the ship. It doesn't help that his headphones are so big that sort of shaking him. It's hard to get his attention. Oh, here we go. Morning, Lieutenant. How's it going? Pretty good. Hey, Dylan. Everything all right? I thought you'd be listening to your music. You're a pretty punctual guy, Lieutenant. So far, you come by here at the exact same time every shift. Yeah, that makes sense that we'd get to him last after the mommy muscle lady and the armor frame mecha hangar. Yeah, that makes sense that he's last. So yeah, that tracks. All I had to do was find which albums would last until just before you got here, and now I don't need to get interrupted mid-jam. That's pretty impressive. Aren't you going to get bored listening to the same albums every morning? Dude, this is a Navy vessel. You do what you gotta do. He does no jorking. Nah, don't worry about it. I figured out about 15, yeah, that's part of the 5. 15 different album combinations, and that's not including changing the order of play. So I'm good for this mission. Speaking of the mission, you know the drill. Anything unusual? Nothing at all, Lieutenant. Not even a scrap of debris. I've been keeping an eye on the long-range targeting systems, too. I know we've had a blip, but the energy readings match the O'Brien, which makes sense. Yeah, I thought so. We're so deep in Jupiter's backyard that I don't think we'll be seeing anything at all, aside from the O'Brien. Pausing for a moment, as you idly shift your focus from one screen to another, a flicker on one screen catches your attention. What was that? Sir? The screen here, it just flickered. What do their readings say? Oh, that's a long-range targeting system. It's fed with data from the long-range communication system, which has been on the fritz recently. Yeah, we talked to Chief about that. Chief's been working on trying to figure out where all the feedback's coming from. Chief mentioned she was having issues. I didn't know impact of targeting. That's the kind of thing you should be filling me in on, Gunner D's. Gunner D's nuts. If our targeting systems aren't operating properly, I need to make sure the captain knows. My bad, sir. Since the chief said she was on the case, I figured it was all in hand. You don't make assumptions like that. Well, let me know next time. That's it, though? Nothing else? Nothing at all. Alright, keep it up, Gunner D's nuts. Aye, aye. Back to Foreside. Alright, that's all the routine checks carried out. Time to report to the captain after we dawdle. What? Anyone in the mess hall? Hello? No one here. Foreside. Okay, I guess we're just going to bridge. Map to bridge. Yes. I have completed the security report today. Should I go up and give it to the captain? Or should I take another look around in case I've missed anything? We haven't checked the crew quarters? Crew quarters? Hi. Yes, over here. Anyone here? No one here. Okay, then map. Priority. Oh, captains. Okay, Cassie's. Move to Cassandra's. Let's see. She said her passcode was her anniversary, which is the 11th of February. So that'd be 0211. This game gaslights me into thinking that there's other stuff around. Dude, whenever you give me like a vibe check of are you sure, I have to go and do a completionist run. You step into Cassie's quarters, being careful not to trip on any errant clothing. Surprise! You announce to an empty room. Well, this is awkward. I didn't think Cassie was on duty right now. No one here. Honestly, it's a little surprising that it's not dirtier. Cassie's bed once again is serving as wardrobe. Where is she if not in here? Staying closed against all odds. Our photo. Yeah. We've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen it. Considering how much stuff, yeah. Can we use your bed? One thing, I'm on duty. For another, I ruined Cassie's system if I tried to make space so I could sleep on there. We're stealth moving in. Surprise. Can we make a mess? Okay, we can't. Yeah. Let's try our hallway. Bridge, she's EXO. Anything in our room? We haven't used our computer yet. My orders are showing that I'm scheduled to be carrying out my daily risk assignment. Not that I'm getting done. Okay, we're dawdling. Okay, enough dawdling. Okay, enough being gaslit by the game. Time to report. No sense in dawdling further to Captain Bartermuse. The ship's other mommy. Lieutenant Powerlines Quattro entering the bridge. You declare, stepping from the elevator and throwing a salute. Looking around the room, you see Vanessa, who remains focused at her station, not paying you the slightest bit of attention, and Cassie, who turns to greet you. As you remain at attention, you notice that the captain's chair is empty. At ease, Lieutenant. Captain Bartermuse isn't with us today, so I've got command right now. The small tut comes from Vanessa. If Cassie heard it, she doesn't show it. Ooh. Ms. Lord is certified hose mad right now. Is that right? I've come to make my report. That's right, Doctor. Roseanne advised me that she'd suddenly taken ill. Vanessa makes another, louder tutting noise. Cassie pauses for a split second, but quickly carries on. Cities order her to quarters for some bed rest. We're due to enter communications range with O'Brien any moment now, and from there, it's just a matter of coordinating our patrol paths. Nothing... Look, I'm sure you'll do your best. Let's not say it's nothing you can't handle. Curious if I can guess what's wrong with Bartermuse. We didn't really talk to her that much. Aside from resting bitch face, I don't know of any problems she would have. I mean, her RBF isn't as bad as Vanessa's here. Ahem. Right, the security report, Lieutenant. Yes. You clear your throat, feeling a bit awkward. Although you'd been on the ship together for the past few days, you'd mainly seen each other between shifts. Her rank didn't really mean much. Cassie, acting seriously, didn't really seem like Cassie at all. Security report for April 23rd, PC 214. No breaches or hazards to report, ma'am. No sign of immediate threats or security risks to the ship herself, and all shipboard operations proceeding as expected with little likelihood of disruption. That's a lie. There is a disruption ongoing. Yeah, what are we saying? Well, the chief has run into some feedback issues on the long-range communication system that are impacting the visuals on the long-range targeting system. What's a mecha anime captain's common vice? Drinking? Smoking? Drinking and smoking? It doesn't seem to be enough to stop normal operations. Well, unless you're Captain Noah Bright, then your vice is hamburgers. Stop normal operations, though. She's in the process of isolating the problem area to start repairs. Cadet Grange has also completed the system to load the high-density foam he's developed into training rounds for the Juno's weapons. He's scheduled to have produced enough rounds for the test in time for the next training exercises. Oh, that's great! Good for him. He's doing his best. That's about it. Business as usual. Here's my written report. You reach into your jacket pocket and take hold of the written copy of your morning report as well as the completed checklist. At the same time, you suddenly shift the chocolate bar underneath the yes. Yes, we didn't forget. Pad of paper, holding onto both, pull them out to present them to Cassie, the silent voice obscured by the documents. Thank you, Lieutenant Owl. Taking both off you, Cassie quickly realizes there's something in addition to the report and spots the chocolate bar underneath. I'm a hero. Yeah, we gotta feed the snacker in chief. Ahem. Oh my god. I'm sure Vanessa is a lot of fun once we get to know her. I mean, Lieutenant, you hereby are instructed to carry on with the excellent work you've been doing so far.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
As Cassie turns away with the documents in hand, she glances across to a display screen, showing the time. Vanessa, have we heard anything from the O'Brien? Or beyond the scheduled meetup window? Are we picking them up on sensors? There's nothing on sensors, Lieutenant Commander. Not that this interference is making things easy. We're being jammed. I'll try scanning on different frequency bands in case the O'Brien is having the same issue. Vanessa begins to flip switches and twist dials, filling the quietness of the bridge with a series of noises that range from annoying buzzes to painfully shrill screeches. After a few moments, a communication window on the main screen illuminates and a slightly distorted voice speaks. He needs some face conditioner. That man's dead looking. O'Brien says, do you read? We are at the rendezvous area and have a mission update. Please acknowledge. I repeat, this is Lieutenant Bashir of the JFS O'Brien. JFS Gundog, do you read? Neat. Just mad she ain't got no chocolate. We're at the rendezvous area and have a mission update. Please acknowledge. We are here. Lieutenant Bashir from the O'Brien relatively clear on the communication window. Cassandra hastily grabs the microphone. Roger that, JFS O'Brien. This is Lieutenant Commander Quinn from the JFS Gundog. We're picking up your signal and have arrived at the rendezvous area. Please transmit your precise coordinates. Over. We read you. That's a sweet voice you've got there, Gundog. I'm transmitting... He's a sweet talker. Transmitting coordinates and mission update files now. It's good to finally... Huh? Lieutenant Bashir, do you read? Vanessa, are you still getting a signal from the... Comms are being jammed. There's a powerful signal coming in on all bands, and it's... Yeah, that is actually painful. What? We just got EMP'd. That's what just happened. We just got electronic warfare, baby. Everyone okay? Commander Quinn? Commander Quinn? That's Lieutenant Commander to you. Cassie? What? I don't think she's okay. I think our girl here is having a bit of a moment. Even before your eyes adjust to the minimal lighting of the bridge, you kneel down and reach out into the darkness, trying to find where Cassie has collapsed onto the deck. You search blindly for a few seconds until your hand meets her shoulder and you move towards her. Cassie, hey, Cassie! Say something, Cassie. Nyeh. No, don't say that, Cassie. Don't say that. Hang in there, Cassie. Lieutenant Lord, call sickbay and get the doctor up here right now. I can't, because we got electronic warfare. Why not? Because there's no power. The ship's entire system has been knocked offline. Even the emergency backup system is all offline. We don't have time for this. Get back online. That's kind of an engineering problem, isn't it? You rise quickly and dash over the elevator, slamming your hand to the call button. It's offline, sir. Sir, she just said the power's off. Go and take Cassie on sickbay, you can. Aside from your voice, the whole room remains totally silent. Most conspicuously absent, though, is the whirring of the elevator that would take you directly to sickbay. Whoops. Kicked my chair accidentally. Idiot! What part do we not understand about offline? Quinn's not going anywhere until at least the backup systems are online. Do we not have, like, an emergency tunnel? Nothing? That can't be done from the bridge. How do we get them back online? It's an emergency failsafe. If there's a critical failure with the central computer and it can't function properly, then the entire ship will be shut down. Huh. Then it enters a lockdown mode until it can be rebooted. A couple of flaws with this game here. Just a few. The main computer engineering needs to be physically rebooted. But if the captain is up here, then she physically can't get to the computer core. So this whole scheme is a bit foobarred, isn't it? Of course, since this is the security system, you should know all this. You'd hope so. We've been too busy getting our steps in, honestly. You grit your teeth to stop yourself snapping back at Vanessa. In the heat of the moment, all thought of process and procedure had left you completely... Completely what? Oh, has left us completely. No, that completely is in the wrong place. Should be, has completely left us. Yeah, it's a pretty big flaw, honestly. Like, I get the intent, but you would want to at least have, like, a backup system it would default to if the main one went down. So there's still at least minimal power for transit systems. But there should still be an emergency hatch you can climb down between levels. It's weird. Like, if the captain is stuck on the bridge, then she can't reboot the computer because she's the only one on the fucking ship that can get in there. Besides, Cassie. Wait, yeah, Cassie can get in there because she's the XO. But I think only the captain can still interact with the computer? I don't know. I don't remember. All you'd been thinking about was getting Cassie a sickbay. Placing your head in your hand, you pinch the bridge of your nose and try to focus. Oh, there is a ladder? Okay. That's right, but isn't the order to reboot the central computer again from the bridge in that situation? Why did you say we can't? Two reasons. First of all, lockdown shouldn't affect backup systems, but for some reason, everything seems like it's offline, which means there's no internal communication systems right now. Secondly, even if we did have the internal communication system, access to the central computer requires input codes, which are known only by the captain. And Cassie, apparently. Or in the event of captain is incapacitated, the second in command, who is incapacitated. Conveniently, the captain is downstairs, so she's just taking care of business, assumably. Vanessa turns to look at Cassandra, who shifts slightly. As she continues to talk, you head back to Cassie, kneeling beside her and placing her in the recovery position. What's the recovery position? Feeling the cold steel of the floor as you turn Cassie over, you take off your uniform jacket and lay it over her. Which currently would be Lieutenant Commander Quinn. Meaning that right now, both the people who know the necessary information to get the ship back up and running are out of action. The captain is downstairs. She'll notice the power is out and she'll go put it back online. Come on, Lord. Get your shit together. There's got to be some way around all this. The captain is downstairs. She's responsible for the ship. She'll take care of it. Oh, it is. That's actually a good place to stop in it. Stop be there. Because it is now almost 3 a.m., so I gotta call it there for the night. Tomorrow, we are not doing road building. Because Cap and I got surprised by the spring sale today. Spring sale, not stale. And we grabbed a new Phasmophobia-like game called Unpossessed, which is about exorcising demons in the early 20th century, which sounds interesting. So we're going to do that tomorrow at 1:40 a.m. Eastern. And I want to do another stream this weekend, but I don't know what yet. Oh yeah, Saturday we have a Phasmo collab as well at 8 p.m. So I will see everyone tomorrow night at 1:40 a.m. Eastern for some exorcism action. I hope everyone looks for that. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and like and subscribe. I will see everyone tomorrow. Have a fantastic Friday, everyone. See ya.